Okay folks, today we're going to test this 1966 to 1967 Buick Special and Skylark AM/FM radio. This is a very unique factory AM/FM radio. You'll see the shape of the face is really heavily angled this way, as well as the radio shafts angled down, and that just makes it so pretty much no other radio will fit in one of these Skylarks. The dial, the flip dial where you see the numbers, is actually heavily angled up here for that same reason, since the radio sits at an angle in the dash. Anyway, it's a beautiful original radio. Sorry my lighting is pretty poor here. Hopefully you can see the angle of the face there. If not, you'll see it in the pictures. But it's all here, including the inner and outer knobs. The knobs are a little weak, especially one that's got peeling chrome here, but that should be the same as your AM radio, so no big harm there. There's also a little flaw around where the AM indicator here is, just from the slider hitting it and rubbing against it. But it is what it is. You probably are going to have it on FM most of the time anyway, so kind of a non-issue as well. Today we're going to test it. We have it hooked up to a 12-volt power supply, the correct 10-ohm speaker, and an antenna. And yeah, we're going to show you that it works. Before we get started, I want to tell you that my AM signal where I live here is pretty weak from about here on the dial on down. That's not the fault of the radio, but where I live here, I'm pretty deep in a valley, so all the radios I test are that same way. I have it set up to the first AM signal that I can get to come in here, and we'll go through AM and then continue with FM.
Claro que sí, mi hermano. Amigos queridos, statewide there will be.
We get to about halfway through the dial and everything starts working better.
January 15th at least, or February 15th? January 15th, so at least. Yes. Christmas Carol at relevantradio.com or the Relevant Radio app. Whatever, Gentry, as long as you have your mouth covered, that's good. That is the law. I think I'm going to use shower curtain to cover. Can you hear me? Yeah, can you pick up your phone? I'm sorry.
Anyway, there's AM. Nothing much to write home about, but FM is where everyone's going to want to see. So we'll start from the end of the dial here.
All the souls out there, it's time to be healed. Every Sunday night from 9 to 11 right here on KPIG Radio with yours truly.
See a real good reception. Show you, it gets really loud. Doesn't no crackling when you adjust the volume.
An update on your Tuesday afternoon. Checks like it did say. That look that's perfectly unsaid.
Para que sea muy especial, desde temprano hacer ejercicio. You're in control. And save big on all your holiday essentials with. I was on fire.
Anyway, nice reception all the way through the dial, guys.
Emergency. Pretty inappropriate, by the way. It probably even get support from Democrats.
Clouds become black, the cool color of the sky.
Finally, I'll show you all the push buttons work here. So I have them set above each individual push button. Finally, I'll show you how to set one. So let's find a station we like.
636 1017, call me down.
Let's say we like this station. We just might have to put it down to pull it out. But you just pull out on any push button you like. Push it back in. No matter where we go on the dial, we can go right back to where we were. Anyway, if you've been looking for a factory original Delco radio for your 66 or 67 Buick Special or Skylark, look no further, guys. These rarely come up for sale. And this one's quite a nice one. You'll see more in the pictures. The chrome shine's awesome. There's some pitting in like this area, but it's not heavy that it like really catches. I can rub my fingernail across it, it scrapes it a little bit, but it's not super heavy pitting, and the chrome is super shiny. Just a really nice radio. This radio's been probably sitting for a real long time. It was found in an estate, so I imagine going through it, like having it serviced by a professional, would probably be a good idea since it's out of the car and not very expensive. That said, it does work well now, so that's totally up to you. Anyway, if you've been looking for a factory AM/FM radio, don't miss it. Thanks, guys.